Hello, hello. It's Dr. Danielle Clark. You're here with Onwards on the Win-Win Women Network. Thank you for tuning in. Those of you who are live, hang out. We're going to offer some live Q&A and readings after the show. No worries if you are catching the replay. It is the same good information and the same good energy. Onwards is all about offering you healing conversations to get you unstuck. If this is your first time getting to know me, I'm a psychic medium, business professor, intuitive life coach, writer, and so much more. Today's episode is focused on infusing more fun into your life. And truth be told, I was inspired to offer this topic because I realized I need to infuse more fun into my life. And yeah, so I had fun reflecting on all of the ways in which I have helped others find their fun, recreate fun, infuse fun. And the last few weeks, I've really been on a soul journey to practice what I preach, like get more fun into my life, because I've been busy and I've got a lot to do, just like you. And I let it slip away, so much so that here I am smiling and offering some of my personal insights to motivate me and you together, which I think is beautiful, and really want you to know that we are on this life path together. We are on this journey together. And yes, I'm showing up today as a spiritual teacher of sorts, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not learning and growing and relearning and growing. And so it is. Infusing more fun into your life, into our life. What do we need to do? First thing we need to do, we need to take time to define what is fun, because we change, right? What you thought was fun as a little one might be the same, or it might be very different. What you thought was fun 2 years ago might be very different than how you define fun today. So the first thing I would encourage you to do, take a pen and paper, take a walk, give yourself some space to reflect, and take the time to identify what is fun to me. Fun to me it's this feeling when I'm in the moment. It's a feeling of lightness. It's a feeling of feeling alive. It's sometimes spontaneous, sometimes new, and it's a feeling that lingers beyond the person, place, or thing. It is a hug for my soul. And fun for me is roller skating, bike riding, which is something I did today, exploring something new. Being an explorer is really important for my fun. And I share a few of those nuggets for you to help you define fun. What does fun feel like to you? What activities spark fun? What places spark fun? For me, it's nature. When I am in nature, I am almost guaranteed to have way more fun than I am inside my house. Yes, I love board games. Yes, I love a good movie, but fun for me is experiencing the elements. So take some time. And if you're coming here because you're stuck, you're like, I don't remember what fun is. There's been so much hardship in my life. There's been so much grief in my life. Maybe you're here because you're numb, you're disconnected from your fun. That's okay. I'm here to help. I'm sending you loving vibes. try and remember maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago, when was the last time you did have fun and what sparked it? Right? And then maybe go back 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and just come up with this remembering list of sorts. Childhood is a beautiful place to go as well, to try to rediscover you and what might be fun, but maybe something you haven't done in a long, long time, right? Because life gets away from us at times. You know, did you enjoy cooking? Did you enjoy writing? Did you enjoy being outside on your bike, on your scooter, hula hooping, right? Whatever that is, define fun. So, so important. Like anything in our life, when we have a goal, we can't achieve it if we don't make it tangible. So saying you want more fun in your life is a good first step, but getting a little bit more specific on what fun is for you will ensure that you get closer to meeting your goals. And the next thing you want to do to infuse more fun into your life is you really want to sit with limiting beliefs around the concept of fun. I personally have always struggled with this one. I grew up in a trauma-filled home, and my coping was to be perfect and to get good grades and to not make a peep, until I couldn't do that. And then I became the exact opposite of that. My perfectionist side of me wouldn't let me be any gray, wouldn't let me be anywhere in the middle. And then I ended up getting F's in school, and I ended up being anything but perfect. But anyways, I was mentioning my limiting beliefs as it relates to the trauma and my upbringing, because of me thinking I needed to be perfect. Fun was not a part of my survival coping strategy, right? I had two neglectful, abusive parents, and fun was not on my radar. It was how am I going to not make dad mad? How am I going to stay under the radar tonight, right? And so coming into teenage years and my early 20s and my early 30s, this concept of fun has no place in my life has stuck with me, not even purposely, right? And so I always go back to my limiting beliefs about fun. And I realized that I thought fun was a waste of time. I thought fun was a way to take my guard down and keep me unsafe. And so I continuously go back and give my younger self some love and remind myself that it's okay, that I'm not that little girl anymore. I'm not in that situation. And one of the things that I do to climb out of that limiting belief is I tap into my source, to the God of my name, the universe, right? And I fiercely believe, especially as my work as a psychic medium, God, our loved ones in spirit, our spirit guides, being fun and being funny and being lighthearted is a characteristic they value oh so very much. And I remember that. Maybe my ego sometimes doesn't have time for fun or doesn't appreciate fun. But once I've opened my heart to source, to that higher energy power, I remember I create the value of fun. Yes, fun is one of the best ways that we can connect with our true self, our intuition, and our loved ones beyond, our spirit guides, because it's a high vibration. It's a high vibration. And when connecting with source and connecting with our loved ones, it's all high vibing from their end. And so take pause and consider maybe some limiting beliefs or some stories or some trauma that might have shaped your belief system around fun, and see what you can do to release those and work on creating a deeper value for fun. There's many studies out there. Fun is a direct correlation to better health, physical health, mental health, emotional health, right? There's so many benefits. So take some time and create a value statement of sorts around fun. Now, from my experience as a beautifully complicated and complex human, and as a medium and a life coach, typically, if we're having a hard time experiencing fun, especially if we are in fun environments, right? Maybe we're just not feeling it. We're at a birthday party, everybody's singing, everybody's laughing, and we're just not in it, right? Typically, that could be a sign of our heart chakra being blocked. And so that's a nugget I want you to take away from today as well, is maybe your heart chakra needs some opening. It needs a little TLC and it needs a little love. There's so many different ways that you can work on your heart chakra. I do this a lot, right? This is an instant hug to your heart. It provides it warmth. It provides it compassion. Some extra heart hugs can go a long way. Rose quartz is a beautiful stone to keep near you or on you to help work with the energy of your heart chakra. Rose in general is fantastic. The flower, rose tea, absolutely fantastic for opening that heart chakra. Other things that will help your heart chakra, again, working on limiting beliefs. So we can typically tell if our heart chakra is closed if we're judging a lot. And that is a huge barrier to having fun, right? If we're walking around judging this and that and this and that, how are we going to have fun? How are we going to live in the moment? How are we going to laugh, right? How are we going to get curious? It's just not going to happen. So if you're noticing that you're judging people a lot, or maybe yourself, you're holding grudges, right? All of those go back to your heart chakra. Green is the color of this chakra. So infusing more green in your life would also help this area open up a little bit. Nature, right? Just a beautiful natural healer for this space. Giving yourself some chest openers is great too. Some stretching, maybe some yoga poses, some light chest presses that will help open the heart chakra can help too. So keep that in mind, right? Because the more work that you do on your heart chakra, the more fun that you will be able to have. Now, we want to infuse fun into our lives, right? And so I love the word infuse because it's really about integrating fun into our life and just putting it in when and where we can, right? I know it feels impossible to find a day for fun or a week of fun, but we should still do that too, right? And maybe to get there, it's not going to be fun. Maybe we need to schedule it. Maybe we need to work a little extra harder to, get the time off, but you want to schedule some fun too. Really, really important. This can look so many different ways. Schedule something concrete, right? You know that you feel the best you when you're with animals. And by the way, animals are a great way to have fun because they're everything we're trying to be. They are not judging people. They are not judging themselves. They are beautifully in the moment. They are connected to source. So they're all sorts of fun and giddy and silly. So being around animals is another really good one to add some fun. I'm not telling you to go out, adopt a dog tomorrow, but if it calls to you, adopt a dog tomorrow. Then maybe volunteer at the local shelter or take a walk around the zoo. There's so many different ways to experience animals and infuse their energy into your life, or even get an animal painting or wear some more animal prints. There's a variety of different ways to get that energy. So schedule some fun, but that's not the goal of today. We really want fun to be in our day-to-day life. So what can we do? Once we've done all of the other stuff I've just talked about, it's a lot, by the way, like it's hard work. I just want to pause and give you some love, some healing Reiki energy. This is a lot. And for you to still be here and committing to, I want more fun in my life, is really effing kick ass. Like, go you. Can you imagine how powerful and beautiful and spontaneous and connected our communities would be if there was just more fun? So I'm so delighted you're here. Okay, so how are we infusing fun into our life? I talk about the senses a lot, and that's a really good way for you to consider, where can you get more fun? What can you see that's going to cause more fun, right? You'll notice my fun colors. I have these bright oranges and I have these blues. What colors, right? I wore red today to be like a little extra confident, a little extra see me. What can you see that equals fun, right? And sometimes it's color, sometimes it's a memory that triggers like, oh yeah, I am fun, right? You know, maybe it's a picture of you on that cruise, or it's a picture of you zip lining. Think about what visuals can help you spark the fun, right? Because sometimes we just forget, right? We're going through the motions of life. And it's hard and it's exhausting, and sometimes it's boring, and sometimes it's lonely, and we need to be reminded. So yeah, what can you see, right? Maybe it's a little posty on your bathroom mirror, right? You know, reminding you, like, have fun today, right? Whatever works. And then go through the senses. What can you hear that gets you in the fun of it? I went to a friend's birthday party last week. She hired a salsa band. Fun. F-U-N. Fun. The rhythm, right? The rhythm, my goodness. Fun music. What can you hear, right? That's going to remind you, that's going to invigorate you. Yes. What can you taste, right? What does fun taste like? Isn't that an interesting question? What does fun taste like? I'll tell you what it tasted like to me today. I was at the park with my husband, and then afterwards we went to a coffee shop, and they had a rose iced tea with a hint of jalapeno in it. That was fun to me. Unexpected. I've never had rose tea, which is very subtle and sweet and calming, and a kick of jalapeno. Fun. That's what fun tasted like to me today. What can you do to spice up your dishes, right? There's so many different ways we can move and work with our senses. So think of all the ways, and I'm really excited about this one. I love an email, Dr. Danielle Clark at Gmail. Send me a note about how you decide to infuse fun using the senses. I'd love, absolutely love, and be honored to hear from you. Other things that we need to do to just make sure fun's a part of our everyday life, have it available. Have it available. Like, you know, do you have a coloring book on your kitchen table, or is there a stack of bills, right? I think that answers the question, right? Like, kind of go through your house, go through your car, go through your office, like go through your spaces and get curious and say, where can I set myself up for, I was going to say success, but I really meant fun. How can I set myself up for fun, right? So maybe it is the bills don't belong on the kitchen table. Maybe it's the coloring book. Maybe it's the puzzle. Maybe it's the, you fill in the blank, right? And go through the house and notice, where can you put more fun? Fun for me is reading a good book, especially one that's juicy. I'm a sucker for a little romance, if you will. I put it right on my bedtime, my nighttime stand, right? It's there. It is available. The chances of me having fun before bed and grabbing that novel and reading a few pages, it's higher because I've set myself up for success. And I've put the book right next to me, right? So think about ways in which that you can add fun, right? Maybe it's having some Play-Doh at your office. Maybe it's having colorful stickies as opposed to the boring yellow ones. There's no right or wrong way to do this. But it is important that this fun journey is exactly that. It's a journey. There's no way to get this one and done. Slowly but surely move through your spaces and decide what is going to give you more fun. And then I think another consideration, right, is what is not fun to you? What is dragging you down? What brought you here today, right? Like, what is sucking your energy, your time, your soul, so that you're not experiencing fun? Because I believe if done well, fun is our birthright and it's natural. So if we're balanced, if we're connected to our heart and our soul, fun should be natural. We should be laughing a lot. We should be smiling a lot. And I know we're not. I know I'm not. And that's what motivated me to create this episode today, is to give you some power and consideration. And this is going to be key. What is not good for you? Is your job making you feel less than worthy? Is your boss making you feel less than worthy? Is your partner making you feel less than worthy? What is it in your life that is a barrier to your fun, right? And how can you navigate that? Is it time for you to switch partners or jobs? Is it time for you to go back to school and go into a different profession? Is it time for you to start going to therapy and working on the hard stuff, right? Because it's never going to be as light and bright and great as we need it if these foundational things are being taken care of, right? And so really, really take stock of your life. What is working well? Make the strength stronger. Where are you already having fun? Where can you up it? And also get serious. Get serious. What is holding you back? What is making you feel small? What is making you feel limited? What is making you feel like you can't laugh, that you don't have the space or the permission to have fun? And work on the healing and the changes needed to have fun, because life should be fun. Life is fun. And don't forget that. Don't forget that. That has been something I have been working on these last few weeks, because I've been sad. I've been gray. I've been, you know, it's interesting. I can't even quite put my finger on it, but I haven't been the lightest and brightest me. And one of the things that has really helped me as I've moved through the last few weeks, this veil of gray, is also remembering not every day, not every minute needs to be fun. And I want to share that with you too, right? Social media, movies, they can cloud us and make us believe that we should be having fun all the time and life should be easy. And no, you're not alone. Life is hard. Life is hard. But remember, fun is for us. Fun is possible, and it's worth fighting for, right? It's worth the hard moments. It's worth the hard conversations, because fun is us being our true self, and the world needs more of it. The world needs more of you. I love that. The world needs more of you. The world needs more of me. And how are they going to experience us? It's going to be through fun. It's going to be through us cracking jokes. It's going to be through us dancing. It's going to be through us feeling alive. It's going to be through us having deeper connections. And we can do this. We can do this. We should do this. The world needs us. And that goes back to the value of fun. There's such power and purpose in us letting go and having fun. Thank you. Thank you for being here in this energy with me. It's been incredibly rewarding and healing for me to come on today and talk a little bit more about myself and what I've been experiencing, and offering some community and perspective as you find fun on your journey. I'm going to bid you farewell. I'd love your notes. Send me a note. Find me on Instagram. Send me a DM. Tell me how you're having fun. I'm going to keep showing up, and I'm going to have fun too. And I'm going to share that with you. And together we are going to continue to rise. Together we will continue to rise. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. Be well. And if it calls to you, we're going to be here every Friday live, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Fridays, you can visit drdanielleclark.com. Again, it's drdanielleclark.com. And you're just going to go to Onwards the Show. And there's a green button that will say join now. And it's going to activate 2 minutes before the show time. And you just click it and you'll be with me live. Beautiful. For those who are live, hang out. We're going to have some Q&A, and I'm going to do some free live readings for you. And again, if you're watching the replay, just know it's the same good information and energy. And I will connect with you soon. Be well. Take care. Bye.